Thank you so much for joining today's webinar. Inshallah, today we will going to talk about mostly the new updates that we have been waiting for more than a month. Alhamdulillah, we have attended the Hajj Expo in Jeddah last month, but there was not much updates. There was a rumors, but the clear updates has just came last week. So we are here to inshallah discuss with you those updates. Before we start, there is a Q&A at the end of this webinar, inshallah. So if you have a questions, you can simply click on the Slido app and write your questions over there. Most of the questions I checked before the webinar try to be addressed during the webinar, inshallah. So let's get started. So let's take a look at the timeline for this year's Hajj. There is some speculations, and these are going to be most accurate timeline, inshallah, for this year's Hajj. So still we are in December 6th, 2025, and registrations and verifications still continues. So this continue until the March. So even the package are on the system and newcomers are registered in the Nusuk. So there is still going to be verification processes continue. So you're not late. No, nobody is late. I believe most of the people are getting verified nowadays, or at least receiving some sort of messages that your verification is under processed or verified or rejected somehow. So they have started this last 3 weeks. Inshallah, they continue to do it. We still have more than a month, at least 2 months, because the first phase is going to be inshallah on February 5th. That's what they are announced. Still we have 2 months to get verified and do our e-wallet deposits. So in January next month, inshallah, in 30 days, the packages are gradually being uploaded to the Nusuk website. And you're going to see the packages only the view purposes. You're not going to be able to purchase the package. You're going to decide, check, compare all the different packages. So use this time to select your preferred packages and top up your e-wallet and check how much is the package is going to cost to you. And based on that number, you're going to top up your e-wallets in that amount of money. So inshallah, on the February 5th, which is 2 months later, the first phase of package sales will be started, inshallah. So this session will run until the country quota is finished. What does that mean? Each country has their own quota. So United States has 3,500 quotas. Canada has 1,500 quotas, etc. Each country has quota like this. So until your quota is full, the sales are going to continue in your country. Once the quota is reached the limit, then sales are going to stop and nobody is going to be able to purchase the package from that moment. So there will be another phase this year, inshallah. Last year, the year before, there was multiple phases, but this year there is only going to be 2 phases. And the second phase was expected to start on right before the Ramadan Sharif. This is not exact time. This is expected estimated time of like maybe just for 10 or 15 days after the first phase. So the second phase will be the phase that the unused quota from the first round will be collected from all countries and made a pool and available again for the second round for all countries. So for example, United States has 3,500 quotas, and the first round, 3,000 quota was used and 500 left. That remaining 500 from United States. For example, Canada remained 200, and Brazil remained 300. Europe, Germany remained 1,000. So those all collected in a pool, and again, this going to be open for entire globe to as a second round. So even if the US quota is full in the first round, you will be able to purchase a package in the second round because more and more quota will be allocated and there is no limit in that. What happened last year is that previous years, basically. In the first round, around 20,000 packages was sold. And the second round, it was about 30,000 packages are sold in the second and the more rounds. So basically, the chances of getting the packages in the second round is highly possible. So if anything happens and you're not be able to purchase the package in the first round, don't be hopeless. Inshallah, there is multiple different rounds will be available. So when we talk about with the numbers, last year the US quota was 3,500, and there was about more than 9,000 people were be able to secure the package from United States, more than like three times of the regular quota. So the year before it was about 10,000 people secured their quota. The quota was still 3,500, but at the second and third rounds, there was third round. This year it will not be happen. So the year before 2024, there was more than 10,000 people secured their package from United States, even though the initial quota was 3,500. So what I'm saying is that don't be hopeless if you are not be able to get the package from the first round. Still, you have high likely to go Hajj inshallah in the upcoming second phases. So this is the timeline for Hajj 2026 for this year, inshallah. They are planning to conclude everything before the Ramadan Sharif, which is corresponding to February 18th to 19th. Ramadan Sharif before the Ramadan, they are going to conclude, inshallah, all the package sales. And on Ramadan, people are going to focus mostly their spiritual and logistic preparations for Hajj, inshallah. The second biggest update was on the system is that there are now 12 companies have been authorized by the Nusuk and Ministry to be a service provider in this year's Hajj. So what does that mean is that these are the only countries that the companies are, no more companies are going to be added and on top of this. And these are the only companies are allowed to do Hajj, inshallah, from Nusuk. And what is new this year is that the general organization quota, the Nusuk quota that the ministry gave Nusuk is about 60,000 people. And this year, the Nusuk gave each country an exact quota, which means that they are not going to publish more than their quota of package. Whatever is their quota, they are going to put that number of package into the system. And this is limited to almost the quota of the Nusuk system. So the general Nusuk organization quota is 60,000, and the company's entire allocated quota is 62,100 Hujjaj. So there is only 2,100 seats are extra, which is ignorable. What does that mean, by the way? So since the amount of total quota is almost equal to the company's quota, there is no risk here that companies are mostly gonna sell their packages. So last couple years, the companies are opening more packages, much more packages than the system's 6,000 quota. 60,000 quota. So people used to have more option to buy the package. So there was variety of packages, and there was no restriction for companies to publish packages in the Nusuk system. And whomever sells more, they used to take the more Hujjaj. But this year, each of them has their own quota, which means they're going to sell their entire packages. But the problem here for us that the packages are going to be limited and they're going to sold out very quick, especially those who are kind of attractive in the price and performance-wise, the packages, those are going to be sold out very quick. So here is what we are going to be mostly the things that is on our side. The packages that is on the system will be sold out very quick. Those who are less interested packages will remain in the second round. So first round, the good packages will be sold out very quick. So inshallah, this is what the new updates about the system. Almost all packages that is in the system will be sold out. Those who are mostly get more likes will sold very quick, inshallah. So another thing, this year's Hajj new updates is that they did not only restricted the quota of the companies, they also restricted the numbers of packages, their percentages in the system. For example, each company is required to maximum open luxury packages 15% of their entire quota. And the same as premium packages, they can open maximum 20% of their quota as which may call it the premium packages. And the rest they can open standard packages as much as they want. Just we put here 65% in general in the system. So the 15% of all packages will be either luxury or luxury shifting. This is a very minimum number, so that the luxury packages are, that means is going to be sold out very quick because there's limited numbers of packages are luxury. So the premium packages are still in the same level. 20% will be the premium packages, and the rest will be standard packages in the system. So to be able to distribute our packages evenly, we decided this year to put our platinum package into the luxury category, platinum and platinum shifting. We will going to inshallah have in the luxury category. And the gold package, we used to have the same package, same everything last couple of years. It used to be labeled as a luxury package, but since there is a restriction here for 15%, we most probably is going to shift just the label. The rest of the things are going to be remaining the same. Hotels, services, everything is going to be the same. Since there is a restriction here, we cannot open more than 15% of the package in luxury. We're going to be open a Sheraton package, our Sheraton Gold package, into the most probably as a premium category. Still, it's going to be the Sheraton is the Sheraton Hotel, and Viva Al Medina probably going to be the same hotel, but they're going to be open under the premium category because of these restrictions. So nothing will be changed. Just the label of the package will be from luxury to premium because of these restrictions. And this year from United States, inshallah, we're also going to support a standard package that we will, inshallah, put that in also in our website. We will call it as comfort package. Inshallah, we're going to give you more details about that. And but mostly in the system, most packages are going to be, as you see here in the percentage, will be the standard packages, 3-star, 4-star, and more. Is going to be the standard package. This is also the new updates in the Nusuk website. So the most important updates of this year is about the package selections. Here I want you to listen very carefully because inshallah you're going to see this. We're going to talk about this a lot, but maybe you're going to hear this first from us. So the Hajj packages are going to be sale in this order. First, you're going to choose your package, either luxury, premium, or standard package. And then once you choose the package, the system is going to allow you to select your Mina camp. The previous years, the camps are attached to package. They are not customizable. There was no option to choose Majar, al-Kabsh, or Al-Muaisim, or if there is any more camps here like Kidana, this was not the option. Those camps were attached to the package and that cannot be customized, was locked to package. But this year, they're going to change the camp selection as an option. So if somebody wants to purchase a standard package plus Majar al-Kabsh is possible. But previous years, the Majar al-Kabsh we used to sold mostly with the luxury packages. But this year, you're going to have option to buy Majar al-Kabsh along with your premium package or the standard packages. This is going to be optional. So the thing is here that Majar al-Kabsh is a very limited area, which is 3,000 people capacity has the Majar al-Kabsh. And imagine the rest of the Hujjaj are going to stay Al-Muaisim or Kidana Towers, which is also limited. So let's say 85% of the Hujjaj are remaining the Al-Muaisim and 5% is going to stay in Majar al-Kabsh, and 5 or 7, 10% will be in Kidana Towers. So this is an option, but very risky option because Majar al-Kabsh are going to be sold out like in a seconds or like in less than minutes. So when you are making your decision, just keep that in mind that this is going to be optional, but this option is kind of risky. If you are okay with the Muaisim, go with the Muaisim. If you are not, if you have to go with Majar al-Kabsh, just choose and continue to select your flights. Because once you are at the end of step 5 to pay, the package might not be available. Some other people might already sold the package. So on the other section, there will be another new things for this year is that previously, this is very important now. Previous years, when you choose the package, mostly the flights are in the package. So you are not going to have option to choose your flights from the system. So this year, what they have done is that at the same time, you can either choose if the package has a group flights, you can choose your group flights, whichever is your city. Like we have gold packages, have flights from New York, Washington, Houston, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Toronto. So either you can choose those group flights, or if you don't like, or if you have a different travel plans, like you're gonna start from your journey from Uzbekistan or Istanbul or Dubai or Ethiopia or somewhere else, you can customize your package. No, sorry, you can customize your flights from GDS system. You can choose your departure city and return city, dates, this and that. But here is the important things that you cannot extend the stay duration of your package. If your packages are starting from 1st to 15, you cannot make it from 31st to 16. You can make it shrink, make it less, like starting from 2nd to 13, but you cannot make it extended. So you cannot extend your packages. You cannot stay longer. You can stay shorter, but you cannot make it longer than your package days, because once you make it longer, you're not going to have hotel. So the ministry does not allow you to stay longer as long as you don't have hotel in your package. So what you can do is you can buy a package that has a longer, like 20, 25 days of hotel stay, and make it shorter with your flight, customized flights here from the GDS. So let's start from the beginning. You choose a premium package and you choose Majar al-Kabsh, and flight, you're gonna choose your group flights. And then another section started here is that the transportation. Last year they established this, but it wasn't that successful. This year they said we are more now learned a lot of things. So we are more trained this year. Uh, they added train, bus, and taxi, and might be another option here too. Might be flight, or we don't know yet. But the transportation also is going to be an option. So if you would like to, for example, standard packages are generally does not include the train for transferring from Medina Munawwara or Mecca Mukarrama to Medina. In that transportation is generally provided by bus. But if somebody wants to go with the train, that is going to be an option to buy through the Nusuk. So you will be able to buy your train ticket from the Nusuk platform, even if you have a standard package. So generally, we are providing in the package, in the luxury and premium packages, as a default, the train transportation from Medina Munawwara to Mecca Mukarrama. But our standard packages are mostly with the bus, with the group transport. So even though you have a standard package, you will be having an option to buy your train ticket through the Nusuk platform. So this is kind of not new. Last year they had it, but later on they canceled all the train tickets. It was still with the buses. So this year they said we are going to establish much better system. Inshallah, it's going to run smoothly this year. So train, bus, taxi, and a couple of maybe other options will be available here too. We generally recommend to go with the standard group transport. Whatever is the group is providing you, you can do that, inshallah. And in most of our packages is going to be with the train, inshallah. Only the standard will be opted to have a bus. The rest of packages are going to be with the train. So you can have option to buy also train ticket. After all these, if you, some packages, not all of them, have some additional services. Like if you would like to purchase a Kurbani, if you want to have a SIM card, if you want to have um, wheelchair, this and that, additional dates, additional gifts, souvenir, this and that. Uh, Not all companies are offering this. Some packages are going to have additional services at the end of package per you. They're going to allow you to add it into your cart before you complete your payment, inshallah, but not all of them. So there's an additional section here. Some of them include those additionals into package. Some of them are excluded in the package. For example, ziyarats. Ziyarats, we always included this into our packages, but some companies are not included the ziyarats in their packages and they're selling it separately as an additional services. So at the end, you're going to review your all selections, your package, camps, flights. The flights are important and your transportation. And at the end, you're going to make your payment from your e-wallet. So this is important. You're not going to make your payment through your credit card. You have to deposit the same amount of money. That's why they're going to give us some like a month of time here from January when the packages are released, gradually released. They're not going to release all packages at the same time. Gradually, one by one, they're going to put the packages in the system. So from January to February, almost a month, you're going to train yourself, basically. Check all the different options, make the different calculations and see how much is going to be at the end of package purchases, and based on that number you're going to top up your e-wallet before the sales are open. So sales are open on the February 4th. Let's say February 1st, you have to top up your e-wallet and be ready by the time the packages are in the system. It is easy, inshallah. We're going to show you all the details once the packages are in the system, e-wallet activations are started. We're going to, inshallah, show you one by one every day with easily. You can do that. All of these things can be done in like less than an hour, maybe. These are not that complicated. Don't worry about them. When the time comes, we'll be inshallah on your side to help and educate you with everything. If needed help, we're going to inshallah one by one help you. So these are the new updates. Now inshallah we're going to go to Q&A. If you have questions, please write them down to the system that we are going to inshallah answer them here. Let me refresh the page. Okay. So the question is that, can I extend the date of my return ticket so that I can stay longer after I finished Hajj? As I said, extension is not possible. What you can do, you can, as I said, buy a package longer than what you're going to stay. For example, end here, and you can shorten it, not extend it. So, Assalamu alaikum. Can the return from Hajj be arranged in a different destination, such as Jordan instead of US? Yes, this is possible this year. You can make your changes from GDS and buy your flights different from the package and extend your, change your return destination. You can buy your flights from Amman to Jeddah or Medina, Jeddah to Amman from Nusuk, and rest of the flights to Amman you can arrange by yourself. Okay, next question. Assalamu alaikum. If you are in a group of 3 people, do you need to have 3 separate e-wallets, or we can pay through all e-wallet one account? So as long as you're in the same profile, 3 of them are in the same profile, there will be only one e-wallet. So for 3 of you, you're going to deposit all of the money in the same account. So when you're making the package selection, basically you're making the package selection for all of 3 people. In the same account, you cannot select one package for, let's say premium package, and the other package is luxury package. So for all of you are going to be, that's the reason why you're in the same account. If you want to have different packages, you have to be in different accounts. So if you are under the same profile, same accounts, you have to buy the same package and pay the total amount for three people from the one e-wallet, not three separate e-wallets, inshallah. How long does the verification process takes? It takes about 2 to 3 weeks from the date you registered, inshallah. Capital One credit is equal to zero foreign transaction fees, but do you know if Capital One categorize it as cash advance and charge fees in it? I don't think it is going to be a regular credit card transaction charge. It's not going to be a cash advance, but you can discuss this with your credit providers. Please call your bank and ask them, but I don't think it's going to be cash advance. It's going to be like regular charges in your credit card. So my Nusuk application is verified 3 weeks ago. Last week, it is shown as under verification. Should I worry or should I contact Nusuk customer service? Um, so this happens a lot. They once they updated the system, what I want you to do is just wait. Probably they are making a lot of new updates into the system. Change, then later it fix, later change, later it fix. Just if you, as long as you are verified, just wait. They're gonna take care of it, inshallah. I think it's a system glitch. If there are multiple people in a group, can one of them get a different flight versus the others? That's not possible. So all of them must have the same package, must be in the purpose of having those people in the same account is to travel together. So if one wants to have a different route, so he has to have a different account and buy the same package with different flight options. So you cannot buy 6 group flights, one different flight. This, I don't think it wasn't happen last couple years, so I don't think this year is going to happen either. So for last year Hajj, I created my account, which was also verified. Do I have to create new account or go through the verification process again? So if you have already account, you don't need to have a new account. Just go to the verification process, upload your, if passport was changed, picture was changed, upload the new ones and fill out the form again and submit the form for verification. You don't need to have new account. And also, this is just by the way, and like kind of classified information, they opened a new platform called Nusuk Umrah. So these two platforms is connected to each other. Nusuk Hajj and Nusuk Umrah is kind of connected to each other. If you get verified Nusuk Umrah, which happens very quick, and register there, the same process you're going to go through. If you verified in Nusuk Umrah, which you are going to use the same credentials, like when you're logging in, you're going to use the same email and password that you use in Nusuk Hajj and upload your documents and everything. If you verified there, automatically you're going to get verified in Nusuk Hajj too. So this is just an outsource information that we received a couple weeks ago. You can try that if you want your verification process faster, much faster, but I don't think there will be a problem for people. Still, we have more than 2 months for the package sales, and I believe everyone is going to, inshallah, get verified or rejected. Either somehow. If you have some sort of problems, you can directly contact with the Nusuk, inshallah. Can I leave as soon as the Hajj is done and visit my family in Riyadh? So that is possible as soon as the Hajj ended, like in the third day of Eid. Most of the people are completed their rituals. You can leave and go to Riyadh and come back and use your return flight. This is possible, no problem. So how many people from USA will go Hajj and how many people Hisar Tour will serve? That's a good question. Last year from US, there was about 9,000 people, and the year before there was about 5,000. I'm sorry, the 10,000. And our number will be, we are planning to have in between 500 to 1,000 people, inshallah, this year, take from US. In that number of Hajjis, inshallah, we are planning to serve from US. But in total, Hisar, we are planning to have more than 3,000 people this year, including the US, Europe, Australia, Japan, Korea, and the South America too, inshallah. So is there a way to choose my friend to be one who shares the hotel room? Yes, inshallah, once we are completing the sales session, we are going to arrange the rooms based on your preferences, your choice, inshallah. You can have your friends to be in your roommate. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can upload all packages services in flight before purchase date is open? Service in flight before purchase date is open. Before purchase date is open, the group flights are going to be in the package. Most of the flights are already booked. So for the groups, if you are talking about, most of the flights are already booked. So we're going to, inshallah, show in the package flights too. So before the purchase date is open, you will be able to see the flights, group flights too. If you would like to choose your GDS flight options, you can also customize the flight through the GDS. That is also going to be possible. Like before even the package selection, the purchase open, you will be customizing your packages through the GDS, inshallah. So basically, you can go to, they are going to use the Sira al-Musafir system. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Al-Musafir is one of the biggest travel portal in Middle East. They're going to use, it is owned by Sira. They're going to use that Al-Musafir's flight system is going to be embedded to Nusuk, inshallah. You can check also flights from there and see how much the flights are going to cost. Based on those numbers, there you can have an idea how much the packages are basically costing to you. Can a family of four consist of two brothers, a sister, and a sister-in-law get the same for quad occupancy? So this sister-in-law is kind of mahram to the other brother. So this is a problem. Okay, so everybody in the room must be mahram of each other. If there is one na-mahram in the room, this is not possible. So you cannot stay with two brothers and one sister-in-law in the same room. So we have to separate the sisters in one room. And the general idea is that if you're, as long as you're mahram, no problem. If there is one na-mahram, then that's the problem. How do we know we are with Hisar? So we're going to have packages in the system with coded Hisar. Inshallah, we're going to publish those packages. Once you buy the packages that we supported, here you're going to be in our list. We're going to contact you, and inshallah, you're going to go through from that process with us. So you're supposed to purchase the packages that we supported in the Nusuk system, which we are listed those packages in our website, how they're going to be look like. Please check our website and see in the packages section, we have platinum shifting, and gold packages now. Inshallah, we'll add comfort packages too. Those packages, the same as, will be uploaded into the Nusuk website. And once you buy them through Nusuk, inshallah, you will be in our Hajj list this year. Salam, I understand, wa alaikum salam, that you may already have flights scheduled from San Francisco or LA. Are you also planning to arrange any custom flights from Seattle? We are not planning to have a flight from Seattle. So if you're planning to come from Seattle, you can also, all the time, the only risk of system, today's new system is the flights. So We don't know the packages are going to be sold, but we don't know the flights. People are going to choose the flights, group flights, or they're gonna go through the GDS. Everyone has a different Hajj plans. So we try to keep the group flights minimum, like let's say 60% or 70% of the package is group flights. The rest 30% or 40% is supposed to be GDS. So for those who are planning to have different, they can simply buy packages from anywhere. It doesn't have to be from group. You can come from Seattle with the customizable flights from GDS, inshallah. So we will get any time to buy gifts after completing Hajj. Depending on your package, you can also have days before and after. For 11 days packages, this is not much possible. And also how long you need for buying a gift, 1 day, 2 days. But generally speaking, if a package is under 14 days, you don't have much days after Hajj. So if it is more or equal to 14 days, yes, inshallah, you're going to have 1 or 2 days after Hajj to have your those souvenir arrangements, inshallah. I'm already registered with your apps and be here for Zoom, but never uploaded documents yet. Whether the registration for Hajj is separate account registration. Yes, it's supposed to be the Nusuk website. This is the website that we are talking about. All packages are going to be sold through this website. So you have to register right here, start registration. Once you're registered here, you have to upload your documents and verify, and you will see our packages in Nusuk website, and you will buy the packages through the website of Nusuk. We will not going to sell the packages directly to the Hujjaj. We will sell the packages through the Nusuk, and you will receive your visa from the system. So this is the way the ministry is asking us to follow. This is the path. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining today's webinar. Jazakallah khairan for listening to me today. Oh, there are a couple of questions. Can you add domestic flights and hotels to connect your custom flights at? Yes. You can add the domestic flights, not the hotel though. Just the flights. You can add your domestic flights with your GDS flights. Inshallah, you will see in the system. For example, you're coming from Denver, Colorado. So from Denver, the closest, let's say, to the Houston. From Houston, Turkish Airlines or Emirates are flying to Dubai, from Dubai to Jeddah. So the internal connections are going to be provided to you through the Nusuk. But the hotels, I'm not sure. So you have to separately arrange your connected hotels if you buy the custom flights. I'm an American service member stationed in Korea. Can I buy a package and fly from Korea to Hajj? That's totally possible. We have also office in Korea. I was in Korea last month. We have, masjid in Korea. Right down the masjid, we have office, and Imam Musa is there to arranging the Hajj. Simply, you can buy from your either the package from Korea, our package, or you can simply buy from GDS and go from Seoul to Jeddah or Medina Munawwara, no problem, inshallah. For GDS flights, would there be someone from Hisar to receive or guide them on arrival? Yes. So once you arrive the Medina Munawwara airport or Jeddah, there will be inshallah desk to supervise all the Hujjaj. So based on which service providers you are registered with, they're gonna contact you inshallah, or they're gonna help you to direct you to the right desk to help you inshallah. So you're not going to be abandoned once you arrive in Medina Munawwara or Jeddah. There will be always someone to help you at the airport, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. There's about 9 people in our group. However, if someone of us wants to only 2 people in the room, And some of on 4 people, that's possible. Yes, this is possible. So once you select the package, there will be an option to choose your room, either double room or quad room. So you can click on 2 times in double room and 7 times in quadruple room. So inshallah, that way 2 people will be staying in double room and the other 7 people will buy a package from quadruple room and they will be inshallah staying in the quad room. This is possible. This is not a problem. In the package, we have some modification, but having different packages in under the same profile is not possible. All right. Jazakallah khairan for joining today's webinar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us ease and tawfiq in this Hajj season. These are the new updates, inshallah. To me, for this year's Hajj, it looks like gonna be easier compared to the other years. But Allah knows the best, inshallah. We always make dua, we made our intentions. ربي يسر ولا تعسر ربي تمم بالخير. We need to always read this dua, inshallah. جزاك الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.